It is Coach Maggie, Certified Health and Lifestyle Coach. I hope you had a wonderful weekend, and hopefully, where you live, the weather is beautiful as we are into spring now. Today, and actually, I'm drinking some roasted dandelion tea, which I know does not sound all that appealing, but dandelions are good. You're going to be seeing these pop up in your yard. If you don't fertilize your yard or spray, pull those, dry them, or just do it fresh and make a tea. It's very cleansing for the body. Again, not necessarily the best, but boy, it's good for you. Today, I want to continue this thought on our thoughts and how important they are. Often we tend to categorize people. There are the positive people, and then there's the people that are often we consider pretty negative. But the problem is it's habit forming, and we get caught up into it. And as I was thinking about getting ready to come on, I was digging in my file cabinet. And think of our brain like our file cabinet. So this is my file cabinet here. I'm not sure if you can see it. And it is packed with folders. And these are all health related things. I've got some on morning routines, recipes, how to make a smoothie, just all kinds of things. But think of our brain like a file cabinet. And just like this one is pretty stuffed, when we stuff it with negative thoughts, they get filed away. And you may even forget about it, but your brain doesn't. And so for a lot of people, there are things like, oh, this happened in high school. This happened when I was, applying for my first job and I didn't get it. And in that file would be the negative things maybe that person said, or how they looked at you, how you perceived the interview. So we store, even though we don't necessarily remember it, to say it, to share it, it's there. And that's why a lot of times if someone is hypnotized, they can recall these things. It's just that they can't think of it right this minute. But the thoughts are there, the memory is there. The problem is, like my file cabinet, it gets pretty packed. And the thing is, there's so many more negative things, there's no room for anything positive. And that's why, and I'm no doctor, but that's why I think so often for many people, it's hard for them to even think of a positive thing. Often you're sitting in a room with a group of people and someone says, tell me something good that happened. And no one has anything to say. But if you said, all right, tell me something that was negative that happened to you this weekend. Oh my goodness, the comments. People would be, yes, this and this. And then it would make us think of even other things that we had forgotten. We need to start saying we can't keep, filing away those things. And again, that's why we need to let go. And periodically, I've got to go through and go, oh, do I really need that? A couple weeks ago, I pulled out one of the folders and realized that's just taking up room. It wasn't information that I even needed anymore. So I pulled the file out, tossed it, and it made room. So we need to make room for the positive things. Ask the people around you, would you consider me a positive or a negative person? And ask for their positive or their real opinion, not, they don't want to hurt your feelings. Ask them to be honest. Do you see me as positive or negative? And let me just read something really quickly and then I'll be done. And again, this is the book that I was talking about, Who Switched Off My Brain by Dr. Caroline Leaf. And she says, research shows that 87% of illnesses can be attributed to your thought life and approximately 13 to your diet, genetics, and your environment. That is crazy. Studies conclusively link more chronic diseases, also known as lifestyle diseases, to an epidemic of toxic emotions in our culture. Now, this book was written several years ago, so it does not know about 2020 and all of the things that we went through last year. So imagine those numbers. 87% of the illnesses contributed to our thoughts, and 13 to the other things: diet, genetics, environment, like drinking water, the air, pollution. So I wonder what the statistics would be now, today, if they did this study again. Will it be more like 90%, 95%, and only 5 to 7% connected to diet, lifestyle, environment? We have to get control of our thoughts. And a lot of times it's just the first step is realizing the danger of harboring those negative thoughts. I know as I have read this, this has helped me. For example, if maybe you're in the store and someone cuts you off, or you're driving, or someone makes a negative comment, we can stew on those things. Oh my goodness. Hours later, we're still thinking. We're already thinking how we can retaliate or what we should have said. But again, all it's doing is it's working, and it's churning, and it's releasing that cortisol that I talked about last week, and that adrenaline, and our heart's beating, and it's killing us. But instead, if we said, I can't go back, I can't change that, let's let it go. And it's not going to be that easy. I know that. But again, I think if we can remember up here, I have a choice. I can hold on to this, or I can let it go. And if I hold on to it, I'm going to make myself sick. And sometimes that's enough for me to realize, let it go. It's not worth it. Let it go. And it's not usually immediate, but I keep working on that. And that for me is where it's wonderful to recite scripture or say, God, help me. You know what I'm thinking. You know my thoughts. Help me. Let go. I'm still feeling angry. I'm still feeling fearful. Help me to let it go. And then just keep reciting that scripture. Keep, making that affirmation. I'm not going to let this ruin my day. I'm not going to let this ruin my day. But whatever it takes. So today, as you go through, you're going to have an opportunity to test this. Something is going to come upon you. Something's going to irritate you. Someone is going to say something. Something is going to happen. You're going to burn dinner. Something's going to happen. And you're going to have an opportunity to make a choice. And it's probably going to happen multiple times today. Just today. Just this morning. Or whenever you're watching this. You're going to have an opportunity to get your feathers ruffled, or to say, let it go. Because I don't want to destroy my body. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. And again, this is not something that happens overnight. But the more we practice it, practice does not necessarily make perfection, but practice makes things better, for sure. And down the line, we'll find ourselves not being so easily stirred and pricked. So again, I'd love to know your thoughts. Consider sharing this with someone. Maybe there's someone that you know that's just really struggling with emotions, with thoughts, with feelings, and pass it on. Have a great day, a blessed week. Continue to follow me through the week, as I will be talking about more things as we're going into spring to get ready. And like this, give me a comment. Take care, and God bless.